The first dry practice session of the weekend saw a flurry of track activity as the pit light went green. The grid's usual languid approach to FP3 was cast aside as drivers made up for lost time yesterday with some dry running. Zhou Guanyu suffered his second crash of the weekend, bringing out an early red flag, the Kick Sauber driver losing control and spinning onto the grass, his rear hitting the barriers.
I have no idea what's happening with the car. But the car is so strange, man. It just lock up all the rears.
FP3 would normally be run on a pretty well rubbered-in track, but due to Friday's rain at the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, it was still quite green on the surface. Early runs were on the medium and hard compounds. Max Verstappen was the first man out on track, and the first with an issue. The current Drivers' Championship leader forced to cut the corner at turn 14.
Mate, I don't know why, but the whole weekend already, the steering, super weird for me.
McLaren's Oscar Piastri was another skipping the final chicane, the Australian going the long way round to rejoin the track. In second practice, Alex Albon narrowly avoided calamity at the Wall of Champions. No such luck today, the Thai driver misjudging his line through the final chicane and tapping the wall. Not to be outdone, a true champion joined the roster of legends that have come unstuck at corner 14. Max Verstappen giving the wall a whack. Charles Leclerc had a little moment there too, bumping over the curbs and skirting close to the barriers, but safely making the corner onto the main straight. Valtteri Bottas went deep at turn 6 after locking up, the Finn following Lando Norris's McLaren, so possibly distracted. Sergio Perez felt held up by Nico Hülkenberg.
Yeah, what the hell is it?
Pierre Gasly went long at turn 8 and took to the runoff.
Job for Sainz, the car behind on a push map.
Yeah, mate.
Yep.
Late out.
Oh, I'm sorry, mate.
And Logan Sargent had a heart-in-mouth moment.
What's he doing, man? Honestly, that's nearly huge.
There were more animal close encounters. Daniel Ricciardo was probably relieved that one particular marmot decided against an on-track excursion as the V-Carb driver went through the turn 3-4 chicane. Lewis Hamilton has won this race on 7 occasions. He holds that record jointly with Michael Schumacher. And the Briton rolled back the years by putting in the fastest lap of the weekend so far, a 1 minute 12.549, almost 4 tenths faster than his nearest rival Verstappen in P2. George Russell finished P3, completing a fine session for the Silver Arrows. Then came Stroll, Piastri, Ricciardo, Norris, Alonso, Perez and Leclerc. P11 for Kevin Magnussen, and he was ahead of Sainz, Bottas, Sargent, Tsunoda, Gasly, Hülkenberg, Albon, Ocon and Zhou, whose car was never recovered from that early accident.